The November 5th general election is almost here, you guys, and gun voters in House District 7B have a choice to make. You have two candidates running to be the next representative in District 7B to replace Dave Leslegard. And we're going to highlight one of the candidates today. Today we're talking about Lorrie Janatopoulos. All right, so the first thing you need to know about Lorrie is that she refused to fill out the Minnesota gun rights candidate questionnaire. Now, that's the reason people have so many questions. We keep fielding phone calls from voters in Virginia, different areas up there. This is the Iron Range. If you're watching this, you probably live in the Iron Range. And people are asking, since neither one of these people who are running are incumbents, where do they stand on Second Amendment issues? And so this is the Iron Range after all. Lorrie, I think, is probably pretending to be quasi pro-gun. Lefties, Democrats in rural districts often try to play both sides of the coin here, but she straight up refused to fill out the Minnesota gun rights candidate questionnaire. This is a big red flag for us. It's a big red flag for gun owners. We know that the number one issue on the plate, on the docket, shall we say, for the DFL at the Capitol is a total ban on AR-15s, right? That's what they want. And it's not just AR-15s. They call them assault weapons. They're not assault weapons. It's a ban on 200 different modern rifles. Hunting rifles, sporting rifles, AR-15s, different styles like that. Very common, everyday guns that many Minnesotans use and millions of Americans use recurringly. She's going to be a yes vote on this legislation. The only way she would be a no vote is if the Democrats in the House had enough votes to get the bill passed without her vote being involved. So that's the way that works. If they have enough votes, then they let some of the DFL who live in more rural districts, they let them go and let them vote no. They allow this to happen, right? So not exactly representing the district. You're being allowed to do this kind of thing by leadership. But honestly, you look at Lorrie Janatopoulos, and you see a lot of the things that she said, a lot of the media quotes, stuff like that. She sounds like a Metro City, Minneapolis Democrat, not like a rural Iron Range blue dog Democrat, which is why this is the last district in the Minnesota House in the Iron Range that is held by a Democrat currently, because all the other districts surrounding 7B have rejected leftism in a lot of different ways and are standing up in support of their Second Amendment rights. So a ban on modern sporting rifles is a hard pass for the members and supporters of Minnesota gun rights. The next thing the left is trying to pass is a full-blown ban on standard capacity magazines. 30-round magazines would be gone. 20-round magazines, gone. 10-round magazines, even 10-round magazines, they want to do away with. They want to go back to 7-round mags, right? So they're going to outlaw by default a bunch of different pistols, and they're trying to push us back to the age of revolvers. And they're going to try that through magazine bans. It's ridiculous. And then last but not least, we have ammo registration. You're going, what? I've never even heard of that. I've heard of gun registration. We now live under universal background checks, made it illegal to give or even loan your best friend a hunting rifle or a shotgun to go to the shooting range, go skeet shooting. That stuff was all wiped out by the radical left in the Minnesota House in 2023. So we know what gun registration is, Now they want to make it so that when you walk into your local sports store and you drop down a box of 550 rounds of 22 ammo, or you pick up a couple boxes of birdshot because you're going out skeet shooting or hunting. Hunting season is here after all. You have to fill out a government form. Fill it out, and you have to tell Keith Ellison, sitting his happy butt down in St. Paul, that you just bought that box of ammo. And so they'll take that information and they'll put it in a database, and they will know exactly how much ammo you have. And they'll decide if you're extreme. You better not own 1,000 rounds of anything under ammo registration. But then again, Keith Ellison, he's trying to full-blown ban 5.56 and 223 ammo. He signed his name to a letter, a multi-state conglomerate, along with a whole bunch of different attorneys general from across the country, all signed a letter calling on DC to outlaw these bullets entirely, called them what they call military rounds. It's the most common rifle round probably in the world, certainly in America, and they want to outlaw it entirely. But if they can't outlaw it, they're going to register it. And Lorrie Janatopoulos is going to be the yes vote that helps push this crap over the line in 2025, if she makes it down there. Right now, gun owners need to flip 4 seats. 4 seats need to be flipped in order to break the trifecta in St. Paul. Just 4. 7B is a nice swing district. So, because of all of the information we've laid out here, Lorrie Janatopoulos earns herself a big whopping F rating from Minnesota Gun Rights. And my request to all of you watching this is to get out on November 5 and vote pro-gun. Bring your friends, your family, your neighbors, your community. Vote in favor of constitutional rights. Vote in favor of the Second Amendment. You guys up there, you live hours away from the metro, but the metro is driving the whole damn ship. It's driving Minnesota, and it's driving it into the freaking ground. And we have to stop it. And that means everybody in the rural districts needs to come out en masse and vote in favor of your constitutional rights to turn this state back around. That's the information we have. Our highlight today of Lorrie Janatopoulos running for the Minnesota State House. Guys, vote in favor of your Second Amendment rights. Bring your friends and your family. We'll have more information soon.